It's Tuesday. It's 10 a.m. It's time for coffee and conversations. I thought about putting a orange duck on one side of me and a green one on the other, and I didn't have a green one. Although there's one in the sanctuary right now, or auditorium, whatever we call that place. What do you think? What do you call it? Do you call it the auditorium? Do you call it the sanctuary? I go back and forth. Sanctuary has this connotation to it. Auditorium has a totally different connotation to it. I don't know. The room, the meeting room. So I thought about it. I could have had the orange duck and the green duck in honor of Ireland for yesterday. Do you know that the green is for the Catholics and the orange is for the Protestants and their flag? So I jokingly with Amber tell her I'm wearing orange on St. Patrick's Day and no one is allowed to pinch me. I didn't wear any green. I had a little bit of orange on my socks. Did you wear green or orange on St. Patrick's Day? Anyhow, we'll get into that. This is Coffee and Conversations. Let's get some announcements going, and then we will jump into our topic for the day, which is Patrick of Ireland. I don't think I can do a good Irish accent, so I won't. I'll endeavor not to try. It might just come out. Who knows? Green shirt by Allison. Yes. All right. So setting the stage. Thank you for everyone that's given, everyone that's committed, made a commitment to it. Thank you for giving. We are well along our way to our goal of $55,000-ish. Hope we hit it quickly so we can just move forward and do the things that we want to do that are in conjunction with it. Thank you for those who've given. Thank you those who committed to give. If you have not done either yet and you're still praying about it, I would love for you to give. If you have questions about it, I would love to answer them as we think about and look towards the future. How can we best make disciples who make disciples, reach our community, and foster faith amongst our city and to the ends of the world? And every church is really called to do those things, and we want to do them well. And so we need your help to best prepare for the future with those things in mind. So please prayerfully consider giving above and beyond your regular giving to this task endeavor. All right. Youth ministry fundraisers going great. I think they still have meat sticks, a few left. Hopefully they do. Hopefully you will grab some and take them and eat them. There was a line on Sunday for them, so apparently some people really like them. I've had a few. They're not bad. They are worth supporting the youth to buy. You should grab some or just give them money for their purpose. And that's all I got. I have this one still. I have the ghost pepper one. I wonder if someone would be willing to put extra money into their fund if I were to eat it on Coffee and Conversations or eat it some other time. Who's willing to throw in some money to see me torture myself? Or maybe you'll throw in extra money to the capital campaign if I eat one of these or several of them and not drink any milk or something. It'd be like the mouth-burning version of a walkathon. How long can John go without drinking milk or water after eating one of these? Anyhow, would love for you to consider giving to that, helping them with their fundraiser for their retreat. All right, this is last call for Class 101 on Sunday. It is happening. We've got 4 people signed up already. We would love for more people to be signed up. So if you haven't done it yet, or you know someone that hasn't done it yet, encourage them to do it. We need to place our order for food soon, so we need to have all that worked out and whatnot, and have the right amount of books printed. So we need to know by tomorrow morning. That way we can have them ready. All right. And lastly, I forgot to hit the save button on this one. Church Workday is on 4/12 at 9 a.m. Saturday, 4/12, April 12th at 9 a.m. We're going to do our spring workday. Please plan to come and help. There's a variety of things you can come dust. You can come touch things up. You can come pull weeds. You can do something. There is something that pretty much everyone can do and come and help. Maybe the only person that can't is Jamie, and that's because he's 3. So if you are an able-bodied adult and you do not work on Saturday mornings, I want you to be here to come help and do cleanup things or projects, various things that help keep this place looking nice, because we want it to be a welcoming environment and we want it to be clean and look like we care about it, because we do. God has given it to us as a resource to steward, and we want to steward it well. So please plan to come and help that day in the cleanup of the variety of things. And then there's also some additional tasks that we will endeavor to accomplish. And yeah. Okay, that's what we got. All right. So yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I wonder, did you eat corned beef? Did you have potatoes? Did you have cabbage? Did you drink milk? Did you drink a Guinness? A non-alcoholic Guinness? What else could we have done on Patrick? Did you celebrate leprechauns? Did you wear a green hat? Did you go look for clovers? There's lots of things we do to celebrate St. Patrick's Day as Americans that are kind of mostly American by nature. For all honesty, I had corned beef yesterday. It was delicious. I had a potato yesterday. It was delicious. I had cabbage yesterday. It was delicious. I had Lucky Charms yesterday. They were delicious. My meals were thoroughly involving Irishishness. That's not even a word. But these like tropes of what is Irish. It was delicious. It was perfectly cooked. Yes, Lucky Charms are thoroughly American. Yes, I am fully aware that they are totally American. They are not Irish. Corned beef? I don't know where that actually originated. Potatoes. I know potatoes are pretty Irish. I mean, they had the potato famine and all that, and they love their cabbage. Anyhow, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Patrick of Ireland. Why do we celebrate? Why does what caused this man to be so impactful that people remember his life? I mean, you think of days that people celebrate and even globally celebrate. There's not a lot that people celebrate year after year on just in a variety of ways. Patrick is celebrated in different places around the world. Like even yesterday, Amber was reading that St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in Japan. And you think of the different days that are celebrated that have to do with well-known individuals in history and within church history and around the globe. You have Patrick, you have St. Valentine on Valentine's Day, Jesus. I can't think of any other saints' days that are well celebrated, even outside of Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy. I don't know what day Luther was born or died. I kind of celebrate what Luther did on Halloween. I don't know what day John Calvin died or was born. I don't know Spurgeon's birthday or date of death. I've got a whole plethora of individuals up there, statues like that one, busts, I guess. Oh, no, it's not there. It's there, a bust of these famous men that I don't know. I don't know their day. We don't know Patrick's birthday or his date of death, but we celebrate his life on March 17th every year, and for good reason. When you think of Patrick and his Irish stew, yes, Irish stew is actually Irish. Now I want some stew. Anyone got a good Irish stew recipe? All right. Patrick, interesting. I was looking at, Allison said he died on March 17th, 1461. When I was looking, I didn't see anything that said that we would definitively knew the date of his death. So that would make sense why we would celebrate St. Patrick's Day on March 17th, if that's the day he died. Patrick is surrounded by a lot of folklore and things, but what we do know about him is fascinating. He didn't drive all the snakes from Ireland, but you know what? He man of God who amazing testimony. So Patrick he's not actually Irish. He was born in Britain, and while he was a young man, when he was in his teens, he was kidnapped by Irish pirates, and he was sold into slavery into Ireland. I think they were Irish pirates. He was sold into slavery in Ireland by pirates. I'm assuming they were Irish pirates. Ireland was not a great place to go be a slave. Ireland was not a great place to go live. They were filled with druids and paganism and my brain is forgetting the word, but they worshipped nature and spirits and all these variety of things and all these pantheon of gods and all these gods that had to be appeased with sacrifices and whatnot. And one of the videos I was watching yesterday, thinking about him and his life, talked about how in Ireland the Druid worship system had multiple gods, and those gods need to be appeased by sacrifices. And the three most prominent ones required human sacrifice. If you wanted to appease the gods, these three particular ones, you had to offer human sacrifices. And the three different ways of sacrifice to them were burning by fire, one by hanging, and a third by drowning. Yeah. So if you were captured in battle, you could have been thrown into prison to then be killed later as a sacrifice. Not a fun place to live. It's cold, it's damp, it's dark. It was physically dark and it was spiritually dark. Patrick grew up in a Christian family, but he wasn't a Christian. And I think his dad was a deacon in the church and his grandfather was a priest. This was before priests couldn't get married, according to Catholic tradition. And he was captured eventually, and so he was taken to Ireland and sold into slavery, and he had to work there. He learned their culture. He learned their language. He was fully immersed in the Irish culture, and he saw the problems of it. He saw their need for Christ. He somehow escapes. I don't remember exactly how he escapes, but he finds his way out of captivity, and he makes his way back home to Britain. And while in Britain, he has a dream where he sees or hears the Celts in Ireland calling and asking him to come tell them about Jesus. He becomes a believer at some point in this whole process, and he gets this dream similar to Paul's Macedonian call, where Paul sees someone in Macedonia begging him to come help them and come teach them. And so Patrick does the unthinkable and he goes back. Can you think about that? Think about the commitment it would take to be enslaved by a people, watch their brutal, murderous tendencies, and escape, and then feel like the God is calling you back to go tell them about Jesus? How many of us would say yes? Clearly, Patrick thought that this was what God was calling them to do. Friends, what amazing commitment that Patrick had to the gospel, to what God had, the relationship he had with God, that he would be willing to go back to those who willingly enslaved him and tell them the gospel, preach the gospel, and share it in such a way that was culturally appropriate and would help them come to faith. And Patrick went and did it. And his methodologies, his strategies were uncanny. He understood the culture so well that he knew what to do and how to reach them. If you want a great book on kind of his methodological strategies of evangelism, this is a fantastic book that I had to read in seminary, The Celtic Way of Evangelism. So Patrick would go kind of set up shop next to the town that he was trying to reach and invite the people to come experience what it was like to live life in Christian community. And it won them over because they saw how Christians treated each other differently. Friends, if there is ever a time that we can win people to Christ by community, I think it is now. People are observing that they actually need community and true love and commitment to one another that goes beyond familial ties or natural social relationships. The church is that place, and Patrick's example is one that we can take on and use. It is an incredible testimony when the church loves on each other in such a way that is different from the world. The world appreciates when people love on each other, but only when we're united around these things. You have people who have shared commitment to sports teams or political parties or love of superheroes. But the gospel unites us around Christ, and it is a testimony to the world that as we love one another, they will know you are my disciples. The world will know that we are his disciples by our love for one another. And Patrick, this is what Patrick did. He would set up communities and let the surrounding world come and see and experience it, and they were one. In this video, I'll throw in the chat. This video recounts kind of the story of Patrick and some of how Patrick's ministry worked, and then how it reverberated on and really kind of may have helped save the West after the fall of the Roman Empire. At least that's what this video, not author, the person who produced the video, who talked about the video, posits. And perhaps he did. I know there is some evidence to that the Irish monks who had brought, as Patrick took Christianity and Western civilization to Ireland, it was spread and then it was taken back into Europe after the fall of the Roman Empire. Fascinating idea. I would say, though, that I don't necessarily condone everything on that guy's channel. There's a few videos that I was just starting to watch, and but that video on Patrick seems fantastic, and you would be well blessed by watching. Patrick is this incredible man who went back into Ireland and won them by knowing their culture and speaking to them in such a way that they could grasp the gospel and saw the power of Christian community and how it transformed them. Friends, we should take up Patrick's mantle and do the same thing. We should know the culture and see points where the culture connects with Jesus and the gospel and the truths of Scripture, and live faithfully before them and call them into community. I shared recently about that evangelism class I'd been taking and the little seeds you could plant about the gospel and why life is different when you're in relationship to Jesus. And one of the seeds that they talked about is using the phrase, "That's what I love about my church." Because Christian community, when lived well, is a compelling testimony to the gospel, because it is people who are not the same, who don't have the same interests, being united around the central figure of Christ, that we are called into relationship with him. And so that means you can put up with me, the 49ers fan. Friends, the gospel is powerful. It is the power of God to save, and it is displayed in our Christian community. And that's one of the things that Patrick did in his ministry, in his evangelism. He showed people the gospel through community. And he did it, and he also showed them the gospel by going back to them and winning them over and meeting with kings, and it transformed an entire nation with the gospel. May we be faithful to do that. May we faithfully look to Patrick as an example for it. If you want to borrow this book, I will gladly let you borrow it. If you want some books to consider reading, these are some other good ones. I didn't have them saved. This is a good book series. Hopefully that might be too long. Is that link too long? Yeah, I think that link was too. Okay, so this is one. Hopefully that link's not too long. These are some great books on Patrick, or books produced by good people. I have not read them all. This one looks good too. Sorry, I should have had all this ready, but I don't. And then also, if you go into Right Now Media and you were to look in, if you were to search for it, actually, I'll just share it. Copy link. This is a Right Now Media video on Patrick of Ireland. It's meant for kids, but you know what? You can learn from it and watch it. If you got grandkids that come over, watch it with them. Help them learn about Patrick and his commitment to Jesus. Watch this with family members and friends. It'd be a fantastic way to celebrate his life, but not his life because his life is worthy celebrating, but because of his commitment to Christ and the gospel, and seeing a people who enslaved him that he loved enough to go and minister to. Friends, may we be those types of people too, that would minister to those who have done us harm, show them the love of Christ and the forgiveness that he gives us, and win people to Jesus. Friends, I hope Patrick's life is an encouragement to you as you think about it and reflect upon it. If you want to know more about Patrick, you want to talk about Patrick, I would love to talk about him or other famous missionaries in church past. That seems weird to say it that way. All right, friends, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you Sunday.